So I got too lax with it, thinking it was trained and it was all right. Here we go. We're live. All right. Anyway, hello, folks. We're here live on the internet, and we are doing a discussion, and we got some more people joining us. I think Beerman said Beerman's got a pumpkin beer, but we are doing pumpkin beers for tonight, next Wednesday, and the Wednesday after, the rest of October. And then in November, I think we're going to do beers for autumn. Yeah, well, that'll give you a lot of choices, beers for autumn. Heck.
Yeah, now, got a question for that. Now, does that include stout?
Great. I would say use your professional judgment.
Okay.
You can use your professional judgment of what beer is for autumn. Now, if somebody shows up with natural light, I might question their professional judgment.
What if somebody shows up with Falstaff? It's got fall right in the name.
I would question their ability to find it, since the company told me they discontinued it in 2005. I would be pretty excited. All right. Well, I'm in Louisiana, and Bumpy Road. Jesse is in New Hampshire. BC is in Michigan, and James Piedmont is in New Jersey. So the North is whipping up on the South today. I'm all alone. I got no help. All right. Blue Ice, you can join. I put the link. There you go. Get your pumpkin beer and roll in. Atomic Pumpkin, my favorite this year. Second place, Elysian Darko, the Moon Pumpkin stuff.
Oh, yeah. Atomic Pumpkin by Voodoo Ranger. Yeah.
We did a review of that last Saturday. All right, so I'm going to show y'all what I have, and then we'll go look at websites and whatnot. So I have Samuel Adams Jacko.
Oh, I'm going to be doing that one next week.
It kind of reminds me of that movie, I think it was Casino, where they were saying, "What are you looking at, Jacko?" I think that's what they were saying. "What are you looking at, Jacko?"
Go get your side box.
You're thinking of Goodfellas, but
yeah, I know, but still, you got the same guys playing characters in two different movies.
Yeah, right. But I think they were saying, "What are you looking at, Jacko?" Jago. Yeah. All right, so Samuel Adams, Jago, and this is an interesting product because it used to be called Curious Traveler Jacko. The Curious Traveler was curiously killed due to a lack of sales, so they rolled it into the Samuel Adams world. And they used to make some really interesting pumpkin beers like Imperial pumpkin stouts and all those exciting things.
Oh,
that's what I've
really?
got. Oh, yeah. They used to make, what was that one called, Jesse? It was called Fat Jack. Fat Jack.
Now, since I've heard that, I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that one, the Imperial pumpkin stouts. Yeah.
You won't find it. They don't make that anymore.
No, I mean, I can try, but I doubt I'll find it, though. I love me a good stuff from time to time.
Well, if I drag Jesse over to the area, we can get him. If not, we'll go to the full screen because it's stinking. Oh, there we go. Well.
What's going on, James?
So, should I be pouring this as well, or just showing what the beer is?
If you'd like. I didn't pour mine. But if you want to, I'll see Miscellaneous down there. I'm going to add him.
So this one's from Greater Good Brewing Company. They're out of Worcester, Massachusetts. This one's called Giant Pumpkin, which is an Imperial Pumpkin Ale, 8% ABV. It says Giant Pumpkin is Greater Good's seasonal Imperial Pumpkin Ale brewed with real pumpkin and just the right balance of premium quality spices. This handcrafted beverage is incredibly smooth and refreshing. And I'll pour it so you can at least see the colors.
Yep.
So it's it looks like a pumpkin ale. It's got the white, fairly tight bubbled head, but then there are some larger bubbles starting to form. So a little bit frothy as of right now, but it's going to probably dissipate down to a thin layer on top fairly
That's
soon.
white head.
It is clear, and it is that nice orange coloration. So, thanks
All
for
right, let
having me
me do
on,
my.
Ron.
You're welcome. Let me do my banners. Jacko, Oh, I forgot about that. Jacko at 4.4%, and we got good. Well, let's call it giant pumpkin. Giant pumpkin at an 8, right?
8%, yeah.
And that's for New Hampshire. And now we go to Michigan. At least I got Florida coming in. I got 2 southern states against 3 northern states. We call this the blue-gray series. All right. I used to watch the blue-gray. I used to watch the blue-gray classic every year on Christmas Day.
Yeah, today I've got the cold brew coffee pumpkin nitro by the Southern Tier Brewing Company. So this is a 8.6 APV according to the company in the can. And oh yeah, it kind of reminds me of a Guinness when you pour it into the
8.8 you said?
8.6, yep.
8.6, okay.
Yeah, now I don't know if you can see it on there, but you got to get that cascade effect like you do with a Guinness a little bit.
Yeah, right.
So now I can't see, there's no widget in the bottom. So this is all natural here from what I can tell.
Yeah.
And this is almost like a silky head. Now I'm getting just slightly more than 2 fingers worth of head on this right now as it stands. So, yeah, this is what I'm working with today. It's looking nice, looking good. So, yep.
All right. Now we have James. He's going to come in with an interesting product, I do believe.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good product.
Now, James, we are here in the midst of our first pumpkin beer session. This is pumpkin number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Yes.
do a lot of interesting music. You do a lot of, I'm trying to get you sliced over here. You do a lot of interesting musical accompaniment. James is going to launch us off with a musical accompaniment right now.
Well, a mild accompaniment. Mild. It's like people that guzzle session beers. You know, it's mild. I saved the big guns for Fandango Friday, which happens to be on Friday, this coming Friday. Okay, I have Wire Bacher Imperial Pumpkin Ale, 8% alcohol. I believe it's a Pennsylvania company. I got the little the big violin here. Yeah, Weyerbacher Brewing Company, Eastern Pennsylvania. Dangerously drinkable, whatever that means, is a term that could be used to describe most of Weyerbacher's Brewing Company beers, but especially our fan favorite fall offering, Imperial Pumpkin Ale, 8% ABV. This pumpkin beer hides its strength behind a solid malt backbone, showcases notes of caramel and toasted pie crust. Yeah, right. The malt supports a bold. Yeah, it's like some people's dramatic reviews. The malt supports a bold yet approachable. Here it comes. Spice blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, and clove. Imperial Pumpkin won bronze at the GABF and is routinely included in lists of the the best of the style, including Men's Health, Beer Street Journal, and the Troegs, a troglodyte. Troegs Brewing Company founder John Trogner. I'm going to call him John Troglodyte. That's my new name for him. So anyway, of course, this is the last of the batch that I have, and I know what it's going to taste like. And it's good. It's very good.
It's 8%. 8%. Okay.
Yeah, 8%. Yeah, Imperial pumpkin, all right? Weyerbacher. And pie crust.
All right, let's go with some comments for a minute, and then we're going to go to
pie crust.
We're going to go to Michigan. So we got Burley saying you.
Yo.
Hello.
You're
gonna have to get some beer. You're gonna have to get some beer and put some Bruce's pumpkin pulp in it.
Got a pumpkin my beer. Favorite time of year too, Kevin. My favorite time. Yes.
Yeah, I love this time of year myself, man, especially with Halloween. Oh Lord.
Very invigorating.
Unless you live in South Louisiana, in which case it's 87 degrees and humid during the day, and it's like summertime.
Art Doctor. Well, here it's been humid. I got the air conditioner on, but hey, Masumi, good morning in Japan. Good morning. Good morning. There's the color. It's very pumpkin-y, the color there. Yeah, toasted pie crust. Yeah, right. But it does smell of all the pumpkin spices, which is very similar to chai, as in chai tea.
Oh, right. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, it is. It's very. If you read the ingredients for chai, it's almost identical to pumpkin pie spices. Yeah, it's good. All right, so I guess we're gonna give a description.
Yeah, I'm trying to drag Bumpy over, but this damn thing that
system is a drag.
Oh, cheers, everybody. Tonight I've got a product in from McCambridge, Maryland. This is from RAR Brewing Company. It comes in at 6.4%. This is their out of order series. This is their pumpkin pie with maple buttercream. Quick description. It's got pumpkin pie puree, pie crust, pumpkin pie spices, maple syrup, and a splash of house pastry cream. There's the can art. Pumpkin pie beer.
Trying to find their website, but I wasn't having a lot of success.
They don't give you a lot. So yeah, that's it. Not much head there. About one finger, very opaque white colored beer. So I guess they went pretty hard with the pastry cream on this one. So yeah, that's the appearance. Definitely got some pumpkin pie spices and pumpkin smells coming off of that. Should be interesting beer to describe to you guys and everybody else. Thanks for having me.
What's the name of it again?
The name of this?
What's the name? Yeah.
This one is they're out of order. This is pumpkin pie with maple buttercream. The name of the brewery is RAR Brewing Company.
Yeah, I'm looking at their website. They're showing all these different choices. Let me type in the word pumpkin. Pumpkin. Let's see what happens when I type. They have 173 beers, and they're not really saying no beers found. No beers found. What? Well, I tried, but I typed in pumpkin. It should come up. So what's the ABV again?
6.4%.
All right. I'll do the best I can do. So I'm gonna type in out of order pumpkin 6.4, right?
Yes, sir.
The website is out of order. All right, out of order pumpkin at 6.
They got a lot. Yeah, they have a lot of products. I don't know. Keep up more on Untapped and stuff like
Got
that.
that eggnoggy look to it.
Right. Talking about eggnog, there's a good topic coming up, huh?
Oh yeah, that's coming up near Krampus Day, eggnog showdown, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, now we're gonna start. Oh yeah, hoghead cheese. I need to get some more hoghead cheese, but unfortunately, Wayne Jacobs, which is a quarter mile from my house, got walloped by the hurricane. I'm afraid.
Well, you can always go shoot the wild boar and make wild boar's boar head cheese.
Could do that. I could do that. So Wayne Jacobs Smokehouse was putting out that hog's head cheese so nice and tasty, and then Hurricane Ida messed everything up, and I'm not appreciative of that. Pumpkin Chino has no pumpkin flavor. It has a coffee with pumpkin cinnamon. Oh, I thought it had a pumpkin pulp. But all right, well, let's go on to this. So now here I am doing well, I'm trying at least. Let's see. Well, we'll do it a different way. We'll do it a different way. I'm not going to fight and drive myself crazy with StreamYard. All right. So I'm going to show y'all the website for Jago.
Pumpkin Nitro.
I'm right here, guys. I'm right here.
I see you. Don't fall asleep. I'm just kidding. All right. So a shandy.
Hey, that was a late day for me, man. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's a joke. I get it. Hey, stand by me.
BC, you should get one of those Ebenezer Scrooge nightcaps with the pom pom on the end. You know the
the little furry ball at the end where
Yeah,
it looks like a phone. Yeah.
right.
You know, again, sorry about falling asleep on you that one day, but
That's
like
all
I
right.
said,
I'm gonna
and that was a
Man.
long day.
look in 3
You know,
or 4 years.
well, I mean, you know me. I've been on your show how many times, and that was the first time I fell asleep on you. And no, your show wasn't boring.
Right. In 3 or 4 years, I'm gonna let it go. Hey, it's a shandy pumpkin. It's a shandy pumpkin ale, and it used to be Curious Traveler Jago. And they use Samuel Adams 2-row pale malt blend. What else? They always use that. Malted wheat. The hops are Hallertau. Typical Samuel Adams beer. And they're adding pumpkin to it. 4.4, 25 IBUs. Pumpkin pie with subtle notes of fresh citrus. They say you could have it with baked brie, bacon wrapped dates, meatloaf, apple cider donuts, and sweet potato pie. Oh, yeah. Okay, great.
Oh, give me some
Now-
meatloaf. Give me some meatloaf.
I love meatloaf. Red and brown.
You would
All
think for the price Samuel Adams charges for their products, they give you a 4.4% alcohol.
Right. Well, you know, maybe they think people drink too much. All right. So here it is. And I did like when it was under Curious Traveler, but curiously that was discontinued. It's 8 IBUs, which means very low bitterness units. This beer is certified kosher, in case you need to know that. And no sediment. So I have it in this wine glass. It's orange, like, you know, pumpkin beers tend to be. Has a so-so little head of foam. The aroma smells like, well, you know what it smells like?
Can you smell what the Ron is cooking?
No, it smells like pumpkin pie. All right. I need to buy some pumpkin pie and whipped cream. Thank you. All right. Yeah, you get cinnamon. You get like lemonade flavor. No joke, because a shandy is kind of like that. You get pumpkin. Get a rather thin body. You get a very low alcohol level. I did do a bourbon taste challenge earlier, but I honestly don't think it really affected me. And it's got a semi-dry finish. What's nice? Is it fabulous? I wouldn't go that far. Is it nice and okay? Yeah, I think it is. Would I be searching for it? I would not search for it. But that company's distribution is pretty widespread. But another funny thing about it, a friend of mine, David, he does a lot of duo reviews with me. He brought over a Dogfish Head pumpkin beer, and I had that years ago. But I was telling him in the video, which I'll post in a few days, I said, man, I don't know about this beer. This Dogfish Head, it's kind of bland and watery, really. And he was kind of looking at me like, how dare you say that? And I was thinking, did Sam Adams get together, Dogfish Head, and say, let's make them both kind of bland and watery? I don't know. It's just, it kind of got me a little confused or something. All right, now we're going to go to Bumpy Road, and he's going to, and I'll try to show websites if I can find websites, but if I can't find a website, I can't show it.
All right. I'll pour just a little bit more back into this because, yeah, the head is completely gone. So let's.
Yeah.
All right, good enough. Thin layer of head again. The aromas. It does have this pumpkin gourd-like aroma with subtle spices. I would say you get the nutmeg, the cinnamon, allspice type stuff going on, but it's definitely allows for that gourdy note to come through as well. So it's not overly spiced.
Gordy, is it Gordy Howard's? I'm joking. I'm joking.
They say that they use real pumpkin in this, but I mean, a lot of pumpkins, you know, unless it's like some type of cooking pumpkin, which is usually more for just one of the gourds, yams and stuff like that are typically used to make pumpkin beers. So
you're joking and he ain't laughing. All right.
But yeah, it's got a decent balance. The gourd aroma does come through first and foremost. There's a little bit of a bready note as well from the malt. Slight sweetness with the gourd. And cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers, my friend. And I hope you can join us for the next two if you're able, because I'm so curious to see about these pumpkin beers that I'll never get to try. But who knows? Who knows?
And the body on this one, it's kind of a full body, I would say. It's got this kind of oily feel to it, like smooth and oily, like. It's got some of the malt profile, a little bit of like a bread type note. That gourd flavor comes through right up front. Spices are kind of meeting up mid palate and carrying on. It's not overly spiced. I've had some that just taste like they just emptied out the cabinet of all the spices into the brew.
Right.
This one definitely has like a less of the spices, but they are there. So they used it very sparingly. Slight bitterness on the tail end of this as well. I would say bitterness kind of seems about earthy, woody type flavor notes from the hops. Carbonation's kind of on the lower side. I think that allows that smooth, oily body to to stay that way. It doesn't. The carbonation doesn't interfere with that. ABV at 8%. Can't taste any alcohol notes. But this will definitely get you there. It is filling as well. It's a, like I said, kind of a fuller body, and it does fill up the stomach, sure. So it's a slow drinker. Slow drinker on this one. I've had 2 slow drinking beers tonight. But yeah, I'll be thinking of a score. I'll be thinking of all the multitude of the pumpkin beers that I've had over the years, and where this one will land amongst those. Cheers.
I want to watch the video. I want to watch the video after you've had 3 slow drinking beers today.
Slow gin, right? I always wonder what slow gin.
Ooh,
I had gin too.
slow gin's a totally different beast.
Well, this was pretty good. I mean, you're definitely getting the coffee off of the smell. Some pumpkin, a little bit of sweetness. I want to say clove, but then again, it might be nutmeg. I don't know, but it definitely gets some spice in there somewhere. And as far as taste goes, okay, you're getting that coffee up front, and then you're getting that pumpkin, and then the coffee comes back. So they kind of overdid it with the coffee. And, you know, it's not bad for a nitro beer. So, yeah. And this was all right. This was all right. I would not drink this all the time. I mean, it's a decent beer, and it's okay. I'm not going to rant and rave about it because it's not one of them type of beers. But then again, it's not a bad beer either. It's kind of, I don't know if mediocre is the right word, but it's kind of, I don't know, right in the middle. So, I mean, it's good. It's decent. Well, I can't say good, but it's at least decent. So, the color's nice. I like the color on it. Dark golden color. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, what you're trying to tell me is that you could drink it, but you don't need a bunch of jibber jabber about it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need a bunch of good trouble about it. Yeah.
Is that Southern Tier product?
Yeah, it's a Southern Tier product. Yeah.
I know. I don't remember what beer it was, but I know they won a gold for one pumpkin beer this year. I think of the
Now
Great
that would be
American.
an interesting idea. A pulled pork beer. Now that would be an interesting idea.
Yeah, it's a pumpkin
Yeah, I
beer.
would try a pulled pork beer. All right, now we're gonna go to James. We're gonna go to James while BC's thinking about this less than fantastic beer, kind of like what I've got a less than.
Yeah.
Yeah, the price. Yeah, I paid like $1.79 for mine.
Yeah, I forgot what I paid for my 4-pack, but yeah.
Okay, got
Probably too much.
the Weyerbacher Imperial Pumpkin Ale, 8%. As you can see, well, the head vanished a long time ago, but it also has a gourd flavor to it. It's very. The gourd got censored by the FCC. Anyway, oh, he's got the what do you call it? There it is. There it is. The web page. Yeah. So anyway, it definitely. I mean, the pumpkin pie spices definitely stand out in flavor and aroma, and the pumpkin gourd-like flavor is there. You could tell it's a higher alcohol content. The 8% also comes out. Fart Doctor, how you doing? So, or the porcelain throne, you could deposit a gourd in there too if you get enough fiber and probiotics. But it's definitely a very good pumpkin beer. It's the malt is more overpowering than the hops, much more so. It's good. I mean, I've had better, but I would rank it pretty high. I know Fart Doctor gets a kick out of the gourd flavor. Yes. Tis the season for the gourd. Anyway, I'll give it a good score. I mean, it's not going to be like the best pumpkin beer or ale I ever had, but it's pretty decent. I've never been disappointed with any of the Pennsylvania based breweries because that's pretty much they have a high German population, German immigrant population, and I like it very much. You know how I guess you would call this a deep copper also. You know, like with pumpkin pie in general, not all of them, not home-baked ones, but store-bought pumpkin pie, they go too heavy on the spice that overpowers the flavor of the pumpkin. But not here. Not here. And I think I know what that man was talking about in terms of the pumpkino, because they're using pumpkin pie spices, because the word pumpkin is included with the spice blend. They're allowed to use the word pumpkin, not that there's actual pumpkin in it. Didn't right. Mae West said that, Fart Doctor? Is that a gourd in your pocket, or are you just reviewing? Oh. She said something else. Anyway, yeah, it vanished, Kevin. It really did. It vanished within I would say at least under 5 minutes of me pouring it. Usually with ales, well, they didn't say this was an IPA, but with ales, usually the heads on a craft ale hangs in there for a while. But I mean, if somebody offered me this, I would drink it. It's good, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this all throughout the autumn season. I would go for some of the other companies, but it will get a decent score. So anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to get emotional over. I'm talking about pie crust or oyster crackers or biscuits or or cannolis or whatever people taste in their beer. But what's for dinner tonight? I'm going to have ramen soup with boiled bok choy, green onions, and special fish-based from Japan, the soup stock. I had a big lunch, so I'm having a lighter dinner as opposed to tomorrow night's dinner, which will be much heavier.
Yes, and I met you in person. And you are not overweight.
No, I'm not overweight. No, I've always been very athletic, and I never, all the buffets I went to, I never became noticeably overweight.
Yeah. So you know how to control the madness, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, bok choy is awesome, and I used to eat bok choy at Fong's, but unfortunately, Fong's went out of business because all the women running the restaurant were like in their late 80s,
Oh
and the
man.
old lady who started it was like yeah, and the lady who started it was like 103, so it didn't really
So there
work
were,
out.
there were
But none of the young people wanted to run it.
so there were dragon ladies. They were all dragon ladies running it. Well, young people will not commit to that lifestyle of running a restaurant. You're talking about perpetual business. You know, hours are horrible. So,
Yeah, and who ran? She, she told me. She said she was like she must be about 92 now, 92 years old. She says, I said, when do you make all this food? She said, well, I get here at a.m. I make egg rolls, hand rolled egg rolls. So their egg rolls were the best in New Orleans. Believe me, the best in the city. She hand rolled them. She made them by hand and rolled. It wasn't some frozen egg rolls. She made all the food herself. But she said, my family, they don't want to run it. They don't want to run the restaurant. So she was talking about World War II. She said, I was a teenager. Japanese chase all Chinese people, try to rape and kill all Chinese people. So she said we were running through the mountains and trying to escape. She said as soon as we got rid of Japanese, then we had communists trying to kill everybody. So she had a pretty bad childhood. But anyway,
yeah. Now they're threatening to invade Taiwan. That's another talk show.
Taiwan, China. Uh-oh. Get ready for uh-oh. All right. Anyway, we're going to go to Miscellaneous. He has a very interesting product, but I couldn't find the website. Well, I did find the website. I couldn't find the doggone beer. All right.
Yeah. Wow, it just started pouring outside. Caught me off guard. All right, so yeah, head didn't stick around. Obviously, sour. They go down fairly quick. So the nose on this, I definitely get it's a slight pumpkin. There's a pumpkin pie spice coming from it. More just like cinnamon and nutmeg. There's a very light touch of maple in this, like I said. And you do kind of get a pie crust kind of thing going on. It almost has like a
What?
Wow.
ain't on me. Yeah, so it has it is almost like a crackery, like a graham crackery, biscuity kind of nose. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the smells on the adjuncts. Cheers, guys. So medium body, very low carbonation on this. The flavors that come through, the pumpkin's there. All the flavors from this beer that I get on the nose, they're coming through on the palate. Very, very mild. I will say this, the pumpkin flavor that I'm getting out of this is reminiscent of like Libby's pumpkin puree. It really does taste like they're using like a real pumpkin puree instead of just straight up spice. The cinnamon, the graham cracker, that slight nutmeg, and that maple, very, very light in the flavors. You get them. I just wish it was a little bit more. They would have went a little bit more aggressive with them. I think would have turned out with a little bit better of a product. They usually do make some top-notch stuff, but this isn't their best beer that I've had from them, I'll say. I'll hit the store up and purchase a couple more pumpkin beers. I just had this different oddball product, and I figured I'd come show it. So that's pretty much the gist of it. So cheers, guys. Yeah, scores next round. You're muted, Ron.
Yeah, we had that strange.
We had strange.
So, back. So,
So
Why the echoing?
yeah, somebody's got some reverb going on. So, but anyway, that's why I had muted. So I was asking Miscellaneous, did he find the maple clash with the pumpkin, or did it work together with the pumpkin?
No, I think it went well together. One didn't overtake the other. I mean, maple syrup is one of those things in products that I would say some companies go a little bit too hard with at times, but it's nice and light. Like I said, the flavors were light enough where they blend together. It doesn't get too muddy or one overtakes the other one.
So they work together pretty well.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't show the website, but they just didn't have it listed. All right, now had the Jacko. I already rinsed the bottle out. Man, that beer was okay. It's kind of thin. Like James said, wait a minute, 4.4, that's all they give you. It's a shandy. It's like lemonade. You see, when it was Curious Traveler, they used to say lemonade mixed with pumpkin. Then they say, oh, no, it's a Samuel Adams beer. So now it was all of a sudden a two-row blend, wheat, hallertau hops, and pumpkin puree. And all of a sudden, no mention of lemonade. But I don't know. I detected like a lemonade flavor. I like it. I mean, it's not a bad beer. Obviously, it's a good beer. It's literally a good. Give it a score. You see, 86 out of 100. I didn't pay a fortune for it. I wouldn't buy a 6-pack. I'm not crazy. I did buy a 6-pack of another pumpkin beer today, which I'm going to bring onto the channel. These 2 nights or whatever. 3 nights. But should you try Jacko? I say try it. I mean, go ahead. If you can get a 6-pack for $8.99, it's your money. Go ahead and spend it. I would rather get a single though for your benefit. But yeah, it's fine. Samuel Adams beers are kind of like that. They're all kind of like fine. They used to make a lot of really exquisite, high-powered beers, like the Fat Jack, but apparently that wasn't really working out for them. I don't know what happened to the company, but I guess they figured mediocrity was making more money than fabulous, so they went with the mediocre.
Did they get bought out or no?
No, I didn't get bought out, but they.
All right. So for the giant pumpkin beer, where I'm going to land this one is at a 94 out of 100. It's decent. It's got a good kind of balance. I do like that the gourd notes come through a bit more than the spice. But I think there are better ones out there. Maybe like even lower ABV ones, ones that aren't as filling and just more enjoyable to drink overall. But 94 out of 100 is not a bad score either. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Well, heck, you're only 6 percentage points. Good Lord, who's got this echo?
Let me mute myself. I don't think it's me.
What I was trying to say was, heck, you're only 6 points away from 100. You know. So let's go. Giant pumpkin, 94. Can't complain unless you paid $8.99 for the can. Then I would complain a lot.
Oh yeah, they want to know the price. I think I paid $18.99 for the 4-pack. So wherever that breaks down to.
$4.75 a can. That ain't no giveaway. Geordie's Beer Reviews. Geordie's Beer Reviews. Whether it's Scotland or Ireland, he's going to review the beer. And if he's got a pumpkin beer, he can join us. All right. Well, we're going to go on to BC giving us a score over here on the internet.
He's in Ireland. I mean, Scotland. Geordie's in Scotland.
Right, he's in Scotland, land of Scots. All right. There is a 100 out of 100. It's called Westfall Terran 12. All right. BC is going to give us a score.
Well, with this one, I don't know if I hate to say it, but I'm giving this one an 82 out of 100. Yeah, it's okay. It's something worthwhile to try at least once, but as far as, like, I don't know, everyday consumption, no. So give this a whirl, let you try it, and that's basically it, as far as I'm concerned. So, I mean, get the coffee, get the pumpkin. I mean, I'm sure there's better brews out there to try, and I hate to say it, but this ain't one of them. So, sorry guys if you were expecting a higher score.
Hey, you got to call it as you see it.
Okay. I'm echoing again.
I think that was BC. He might have his volume turned up too high. Okay.
Could be, and plus the mic has to be as far from the speaker as possible. It should be.
Right.
Well, I was going to say, miscellaneous. Did you say that your rainstorm caught you off guard? Caught you off guard before? But yeah, caught him off guard. Anyway, Fart Doctor appreciates the gourd in regards to his exams that he does. Now, because it's too heavy on the malts and it's a little too sweet for me, because of that, I'm going to give it a humble 95% out of 100 for pumpkin beers, and with that, I'm being a little bit kind to them, but it's decent. It's decent, but I've had better, and it's part of the risk of trying something new.
Yeah, but 95, that's no downfall, you know.
No, it's not horrible, but I definitely have better. And I there's one that I have on my mind that is without a doubt superior to this one. And even though I did a review on it many moons ago, like the chief of the Hakawi Indians said, many moons, I might just do it again. Chocolate stout. Well, they have pumpkin stouts out there, right? There's not many, but they're out there.
Well, he's got a chocolate. Hey, James.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna go to miscellaneous. I got another liqueur today, so now I'm up to 8. I got to get up to 20.
Well, at least you could rattle the bucket. At least you got that enough to sound like a rattlesnake's tail.
Yeah, I bought something called PB&W, peanut butter and whiskey.
Wow.
All right. Made with real peanuts. Okay, here's miscellaneous from Florida, and he is going to tell us about his brew, which he reviewed, and he's going to give us a score.
All right, so yeah, for the out of order, the pumpkin pie with maple buttercream. My closing thoughts on it were they could have went a little bit more with the adjuncts in this, brought a little bit more of the flavors to light. Like I said, I did get a good pumpkin flavor out of this. overall. Like I said, it did remind me of like a Libby's pumpkin puree in the can. Other than that, I'll keep it short and sweet. I'd put this at a 90. It's definitely not the best pumpkin beer I've had. Definitely a unique product, something different to try. Um, it was a little spendy. I'm not going to go into numbers, but I did have to source this through somebody in another state. So, yeah, cost, shipping, everything costs a little bit more, but not overpriced. It was one out of a series that I got. So, yeah, 90's fair for me. Not their best product. They definitely have better stuff out there, but it's a pumpkin beer. And appreciate you letting me on, Ron.
You're welcome anytime. Man, look, I remember in 10 years ago, we had so many beers on the shelves. We had Southampton pumpkin from Long Island, New York. We used to get Buffalo Bills pumpkin. Of course, Samuel Adams, their regular pumpkin and their Fat Jack. We used to get. I mean, it was like unreal. I mean, it was, you could do a pumpkin video every day. It seemed like for 3 weeks in October, you'd never run out of beers to review. And then something with pumpkin beers was like it lost its cachet. And then around 5-6 years ago, people started seeing less and less. Now you might find 5, maybe 6 pumpkin beers at your local store, and that's pushing it. But it's not like the old days when you had a whole huge array. And I'm kind of disappointed because I used to like all of those, but I love the Buffalo Bills. That's the original pumpkin beer. And I thought Southampton had a good one. I still can get Shipyard Pumpkinhead. That's one of the old classics. I might get another one, but I doubt it because I've done that so many times. But the pumpkin Shipyard Imperial Pumpkinhead, which is really strong. I saw that last year in 4-packs to 5.
Yeah. I'm a big
Pint
fan of the
can.
Lexington. Lexington makes a good pumpkin, Imperial pumpkin.
Lexington? Oh, from Kentucky.
Yes.
But it just kind of faded, so now it's like kind of like just a sideline thing. All right. Anyway, so we have good scores. I mean, our worst score was 82 B-. That's it is a bad score because I bet you he didn't pay a B- price. All right. Now tomorrow morning at dawn, we're gonna do 2 blended American whiskeys, and I got into it with Eric Fraunfelter, Thomas Meadow 75. It wasn't a hostile disagreement. It just was a disagreement. He was saying, "Oh, that's not real whiskey," and he was going on and on. And I said, and I told him, I said, "I don't think you understand the concept." And I said, we could talk about it. We could even do a live video. But this is Bay Street Spirits American blended whiskey. It's made in Florida, Auburndale, Florida, which is between Orlando and Tampa. This distillery has been open since 1943. True story. Continuously operated since 1943. They make mostly obscure products, but if American blended whiskey is an illegitimate product, that means all Canadian blended whiskey, Irish, and Scotch blended whiskey is illegitimate, which is a totally ridiculous thing to say. So, but I'm always open to discuss these topics, and Eric's pretty cool about it. He's not like never really like flying off the handle about it. So you can discuss it. Even if it gets heated, it doesn't matter because you're just trying to explore the the concept of it. And the competitor tomorrow is Bellows Club Whiskey. This is an old bottle from 1994 that I found. Is it the greatest thing? I would make an argument it's not even a good thing, but we'll see tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. This company got started in 1830. Now, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. We're doing liqueurs. I got to finish out my 99 brand, but I've been James P. Madonna, really good idea, and I agreed with what he was saying. He was saying keep the party bucket going because it's like exciting when you shake it and you pull something out. So I said, oh yeah, he's got a good idea. And actually, he invented Fandango Fridays, so you have to give him credit. So that's coming up Friday, and then Sunday is Style Sunday, and then Monday is no hope for me Monday, but Jesse can promote that, and so that's it. Bye, everybody.
All right. Yeah. So coming up on Sunday for myself, later on in the night, well after Stout Sunday with John and Nelly, is After Dark Beers. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my channel, Bumpy Road Brewery, and just bring a dark beer. Then we have Multi Monday coming up the following night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. And for this Multi Monday, it is going to be the wheat wine. I did put out a video this past Tuesday just stating that it's going to be a wheat wine. In the description, though, there is a link to the Beer Advocate Styles page. If you click that link, it will bring you right to all of the wheat wines that you can find, hopefully, or that are out there. It doesn't mean you can find them, but yeah. Anyways, happy huntings for those that would like to try to join up on panel, and hope some folks can find a wheat wine because it's definitely not a style that's running rampant in the stores. So, cheers! Thanks for having me on, Ron.
You're welcome. You're welcome anytime. And now, and get ready, folks. Next Wednesday, it's more pumpkin. And here's BC.
Well, I ended up recording an episode today of, was it Wolf King? It was an Imperial stout, which was awesome, by the way. And Saturday, I don't know what I'm doing, but I've got a bunch of beers in my fridge for Saturday to review, which I'm going to have to pick one out. Now, I've got a few by Bell's beers, so one of them, I know it's going to be an October beer or Oktoberfest beer. So I'm trying to get rid of them out of my fridge now. So other than that, I recorded a segment for Outdoor Infantry for Friday today. So check that out at Friday at 10. We're doing Sam Adams on that one. And other than that, that's basically it for me on this week. So check me out at BC's Beer Reviews.
Okay, that sounds good. And if you want to join us on Friday, please feel free to join. All right, here's James in New Jersey.
Okay. Well, of course, I'm looking forward to Fandango Friday on Friday. And Sunday, BC and myself are scheduled to do, I think it's the third or fourth. I think it's the third Keto Kings Beer and Barbecue Banter show, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, weather permitting. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like, we have sort of a man cave alpha male talk, between showing the meat on the grill and when BC sits down at his on his patio table there with the umbrella. We talk about different subjects. We get into a lot of consumer advocate talks, like reviews on certain products, or if a restaurant was really stingy or terrible. You know, we name names and we expose certain things in terms of deception and lies and advertisement. You know, I definitely have some things to mention. So it's a lot of fun. You know, it's relaxing. There's no one on our show that tries to dominate the show with nonstop chatter. You know, there are people that can talk for an hour without stopping and not let anyone talk, but they will not be with us. Jordy and Fart Doctor, you're more than welcome to stop by and contribute. I know Fart Doctor has some consumer-oriented complaints to mention. The Chiselers Hall of Shame, that's what I call it, the Chiselers Hall of Shame. Thank you for reminding me. And that will be 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday. Of course, weather permitting, but then again, if BC decides to cook something great indoors, you know, and he has the apparatus to do so, I guess we can move it in indoors. But that's it.
Don't worry, I got the apparatus to cook indoors.
You have the apparatus. Okay, good. It's good to hear. All right.
Me, I don't have any scheduled shows. Earlier tonight, before this pumpkin show came on, I did do an unboxing. I had 2 packages come in the mail yesterday. Got a pretty good beer haul in, so if you're interested in seeing what I got in today, you can go check that out. You can follow me on Instagram, same handle as here, Miscellaneous Brew Reviews, and check my channel for reviews that come out at random. So other than that, I guess I'll give Alex a shout out. Food Friday is going to be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. French fries.
Bear Chugs is on tonight too.
Oh, really? That's good to know. Why didn't you shout him out?
Because I just found it afterwards.
All right. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, unless you want to join Stout Sunday with John and Ellie and Michael Kormaroff. I know Ron Terry likes to join that show as well. That's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time a.m. So get your stouts and porters on before game day starts. So that's it. Appreciate you having me on. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Okay, folks, we're going to close out. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 6:30. Tomorrow evening at 6:30 Eastern, and I have my 99 brands ready to roll. James is going to close us out with a musical accompaniment. But I'll be back on tomorrow before 6. I'll be on tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. We're getting into blended whiskey, so get ready, everybody.
Play the gourd.
Oh, I put the gourd away. Not where you think I put it. I mean, in the living room.
Gordy, you must be joking.
Yeah, Gordy. Yeah. Anyway,
I got your gourd right there.
You may expedite our pirate ship on the splintery plank. And watch out for the array of sharks below. Be careful.
Don't take any wooden gourd. Don't take any wooden gourds.
A wooden gourd. Well, you know, there's a Eric Fraunfelter had the same problem my sister had. He put live pumpkins on his front porch, and the squirrels sank their buck teeth into the pumpkins and devoured them. So I told my sister, "Why don't you get?" She says, "Well, you could spray dish detergent on it, and they're not supposed to eat it." But he was upset. Eric, he contacted me early and told me about it. He was quite upset that they gnawed away at his pumpkins, and I could have told him that was going to happen, but people just do it. Phil Murphy.
I never seen that, but
Speaking of buck
anyway,
teeth,
well,
when he smiles, his teeth go like this. Phil Murphy, governor of New Jersey. He's very boring. He has no pizzazz and charisma whatsoever. But yeah, I guess.
are you
The
saying
lesser
he's
of
like
the two-
Are you saying he's like?
Huh?
Are you saying
What?
he's like Calvin Coolidge?
Oh, Calvin Coolidge smile with buck teeth? Like
No,
that?
he was. People say he was boring.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I guess Teddy Roosevelt had pizzazz and charisma, but Calvin Coolidge was like he put you to sleep, right? Very dry personality, like Alfred
Right.
Hitchcock.
They call him Silent Cow. They call him Silent Cow because he had nothing to say. And a woman, he was at. I'll tell you all this, and then we're going to get off the air. He was at a dinner party one night at the White House, and a woman says, "Mr. President," this is in the mid 1920s because he was president from 1923 to 29. She said, "Mr. President, I'll make a bet with you. You cannot go the whole evening with only saying 2 words." Told her, "You lose."
Well, he must have delegated most of his duties to other people then.
Yeah, and also he was the only president. He was from New England, and Jesse will be glad to hear. He was from New England. He was the only president ever sworn in by his father, who was a justice of the peace.
Oh, geez.
So when President Warren Harding died suddenly, Calvin Coolidge was sworn in as president by his father. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining, and we'll see y'all soon now.
Warren Harding died
Sure.
from hardening of the arteries, right? Warren Harding.
I think he did have hardening of the arteries. I think